Hi, this is Robert Surratt for Sterling Report. Coming up, I'm going to talk to Dave Perner of Soul Asylum before he goes on stage. Stay tuned.
We'll hear more from Soul Asylum later in this edition of Sterling Report. Today's show is packed full of highlights from Sterlingfest 2016. 3 days of nonstop fun, food, music, and of course, the art. Festival goers showed up early on the first day of Sterlingfest to stroll through the aisles of artists while the sounds of the Jazz and Blues stage drifted through the air. Picking up a few new treasures while people watching made for a fantastic break from the daily routine.
It's wonderful. This is an amazing venue. Lots of energy. I can't believe all the vendors in the booths, and very, very well done.
Every year we're back here at Sterling. We love Sterling. We love our folks here. Everybody's so loyal, so appreciative.
Now, how do your hands feel after that?
Oh my gosh.
Try them off and
It's excellent. You couldn't get in the booth this morning. The customers were here. And they were buying more items for gifts, Christmas, and birthdays, and themselves.
With well over 100 incredible artisans at Sterlingfest, only 2 could be recognized as honorable mention and best in show.
We are the D. Michelle family. We are 3 generations of sandcasters. Our family started sandcasting back in 1985 with Grandma. It went to my husband and I, and now we have 3 sons under us. We all do the sandcasting by creating a picture in the sand by making an impression. It's a relief art, and that relief art is in the negative in the sand. Then we pour a lightweight cement over the top of that negative impression. Once it's solidified, we pull the picture out and we have the positive of the picture. At that point, we wait for it to dry. Once it's dried, we're able to paint the portraits on them, or we paint them a single color and we sculpt out accents into them. Once that is all complete, we're able to put a seal over the top of them so you can hang them anywhere, indoor or out. And that's how we do it.
Congratulations, you actually took honorable mentions number. Second place for this year's Sterling Heights Sterlingfest Art Show. Congratulations, and welcome back.
The people that I come across every day and what they're dealing with in their life, and projects that they want done for themselves, for their motorcycles, the helmets, motorcycle tanks, prosthetic legs. I'm going to be doing also. People have prosthetic legs I can paint on the solid part of the leg, and I want that to be in my next booth here coming up. So, yeah.
On the first day of Sterlingfest, just across the street from the art fair, a line snaked across the parking lot in Dodge Park even before the festival opened. It was full of kids eager to be spun, flipped, twisted, and shaken at the Midway. Our own Brad Delore was there and brings us the highlights from both the Midway and the Kids Fest tent.
Here at the 2016 Sterlingfest, fun, laughs, and music were commonplace at the Kids tent and the infinitely popular Midway. Kids of all ages enjoyed the rides, face painting, and even a hands-on experience with a Burmese python. Now, it wasn't a jailbreak from the local zoo. Science Alive was on stage showing kids how to be safe with animals and how cool these rare creatures can be. Only the most daring individuals were able to get their fill of adrenaline as they conquered this year's rides. From the Wipeout to the Ferris wheel and everything in between. Unless you're scared of heights, that is.
He doesn't like to go on any roller coasters. He's gonna height. If you would put him on the Wipeout, he would start squeezing like this.
Yeah, I did.
With the wide variety of festivities, Sterlingfest has once again managed to quench the needs of summertime fun. For Sterling Report, I'm Brad DeLord.
People from all around the world gathered the second morning of Sterlingfest at the Sterling Heights Public Library. They came full of pride and brought their closest friends and family to witness as they turned a dream of becoming an American citizen into reality.
Residents know that when Sterlingfest is here, we're in the height of the summer. It's a weekend of fun festivities and celebration, and for a certain group of people here, it's even more. It's a homecoming. This year, like the 6 years before, Sterlingfest has held a naturalization ceremony welcoming people from across the world and granting them U.S. citizenship.
This must be very good, very good.
You had good experience?
Yes, I do.
Very simple, easy. Just proud.
Why here?
Opportunities.
Happy that they're all here.
I'm proud and excited of them, and I just want them to have a great life and stuff.
40 applicants from 14 foreign countries are represented here today, including Croatia, Egypt, Vietnam, and Yemen. This Friday marks the first day of their new lives.
What are you looking forward to doing first as an American citizen?
I'm happy. I don't know what am I doing, and right now I'm nervous.
As the ceremony came to a close, the group joined festival goers outside the library to enjoy Sterlingfest for the first time as American citizens. Just across the street, lunch was being served at Restaurant Row. 11 restaurants were found at Sterlingfest, offering different appetizers and meals to give your taste buds a good Sterlingfest experience. Many of these eateries are local, but a few out-of-towners were at the fest as well.
Food here is awesome, man. We're having barbecue ribs, we're having chicken, pulled pork, smoked fried mac and cheese, and baked beans.
Jet's Pizza, Andiamo, Buffalo Wild Wings, Ike's, Mercurio's, BD's Mongolian, D's and C's, Filippa's, American Polish Century Club, Honey Tree, Teriyaki Madness, and for dessert, Coach's Ice Cream.
We're Mercurio's. We got chicken on a stick, we got french fries, we got butterfly chips with sour cream, cheese, bacon bits, and chives, and we got hot dogs here. If we don't got it, you don't need it.
Right outside of Restaurant Row gave the Sterlingfest sponsors a chance to display their products. Sterlingfest would not be possible without these dedicated businesses.
Well, a lot of us always come here every year, and we always said, why don't we have a booth? And we just decided to. We're really a good part of the community, and we run into all of our clients here every year anyway. So
early on the last day of Sterlingfest, runners gathered to share in one of the newer traditions, the Sterlingfest 5K. After signing in at the Suds and Sounds tent, race participants headed outside to gather with friends and family to stretch and warm up in the morning air. Slowly, a crowd began to build at the starting line.
So the race is going to start right at 9 o'clock. There's 2 water stops, as you know, one at the Nature Center and one about a
And
mile
at 9 a.m., they were off.
Here comes the big kick.
This year's race had an exciting conclusion as John Worthington II beat Scott Smith by only 0.2 seconds for a time of 16:22. Rachel Durbin came in as top female runner with a time of 18:52.2.
Half of the race, I was actually in like third, caught up to second, and a mile to go, I caught the girl that was in front of me and kicked that whole last mile, and that's what did it. And having her behind me and able to catch her, that's kind of what got me to go as fast as I did.
Before handing out the medals, race organizer Joe Burns talked about what a great experience this was for all involved.
We had more people than we thought run the course today. I think we might have been 460. Last year we were just over 400, so 460, maybe 470, I'm not sure. But beautiful day, cool, you know, fast. I gotta tell you, I gotta shout out to everybody at the city. When I looked down the street and saw that flag, that was amazing. That was really, really fun to see. So all the DPW, fire, you know, all the police folks, you know, everybody from the city, you know, it's really appreciated.
And finally today, of course, we have to talk about the music. From the Jazz and Blues stage, to the Suds and Sounds tent, to the main stage at the end of the night. Here's a look at this year's performances.
The Sterlingfest concert series got started on Thursday night, which was free Sterlingfest Sunglass Night sponsored by the Community Foundation. The night saw two of the favorites of Sterlingfest return, as first The Shy got the Rizzo main stage started. The trio, known for their acoustic rock, got the crowd fired up.
The other night at Trenton Dar's Continental, shoot the Five Mountain State in a line. Leonard Bernstein, Leonette, Brezhnev, Penny Bruce, and Lesser Banks, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly beans, food, news, patriotic, slam done that. Right, right. It's the end of the world as we know it.
There it goes in the corner.
Yes, a big new hit this year was the T-shirt cannons and slingshots, launching the officially licensed Sterlingfest T-shirts into the crowd. This was prior to the Square Pegs taking the stage. The female-fronted 80s tribute act closed out Thursday night of Sterlingfest. Friday night saw the Sterlingfest debut of Two Timing Band, a popular local country band. The band performed a few hard rock staples to go along with some popular country songs and many of their own music. Then Friday night was ended with the one and only Fleetwood Mac Mania. You may remember this band from 2009 when they were Fleetwood Dreams. The rebranded band wowed the audience with their authenticity to both Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks.
I took my love and I took it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide
Saturday night was the grand finale of Sterlingfest. At 6:30, Elsie Binks, the original up-and-coming band from Macomb County, who includes 2 Stevenson High School graduates, fired up the crowd before the headliner took the stage. Great acts this year at Sterlingfest. It started off with The Shy, followed by Square Pegs, 2 Timing Band. We also had Fleetwood Mac Mania. Finally, we had opening for Soul Asylum. Behind me, we have Elsie Binks, and then it all came down to the headline act. Soul Asylum was formed in 1981, and after never seeing much of commercial success in the 1980s, this Minneapolis band almost called it quits, until their 1992 album, Grave Dancers Union, blew up the charts. It was a band that toured around, but you never had that commercial success, and then all of a sudden Grave Dancers came out. Can you talk about going from the early days of the club scene to next thing I knew you were playing in the inauguration in the White House?
Yeah, I think we put out a couple records on A&M Records, and they were kind of alternative records. That's when they started using the expression alternative, which meant alternative to what they know how to sell, basically. So when we went to Columbia, the sort of the music scene that we were part of was starting to get really kind of noticed. I mean, labels wanted to have a hard rock band or a punk band or whatever it is we're called, an alternative band. So Columbia wanted us and heard the demo tapes, and they kind of decided to promote it. And the first single was Somebody to Shove, and MTV was at its most popular zenith, or whatever you call that. And and then it was Black Gold and Runaway Train, and by the time Runaway Train came out, the record was pretty well known already, so that sort of put it over the top, so to speak. And yeah, I mean, it was good to not be an overnight success, and we sort of knew what we were doing when we got to Columbia, and they didn't know what we were doing. We had our own thing going on, our own fan base, and all this stuff that we'd sort of organically earned, if you will. So we'd already done tours of Europe and everything like that. And yeah, I guess it was just the right kind of record for the time.
Waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone.
The band won multiple Grammys and played both at the inauguration ceremony of Bill Clinton and then again on a separate occasion on the White House lawn. The band's music was also featured in multiple movies in the past 20 years. Sterlingfest was the end of a 12-week tour in support of Soul Asylum's new album, Change of Fortune.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the same band, it's the same songwriter, it's the same singer. It's just sort of I guess a progression of what we've been working on for the last 30 years.
Talk about you now live in New Orleans, great music area, but you started in Minneapolis. What is it about these cities that are just so great musically that inspire you?
I just saw DeVell Crawford, who's one of my favorite piano players in New Orleans, and he came up and played at the Dakota in Minnesota, and he was talking about the same sort of thing that I've always thought, which somehow all these music towns are connected through the Mississippi River. And that is what interests me as far as, look, you got Memphis, you got Nashville, you got all these sort of music places in the middle of America, and it's not really relevant to what's happening on the East or West Coast. It actually seems kind of backwards that the East and West Coast will refer to the middle of America as a flyover zone, but it really is, I think, where all the music comes from, to me anyways.
That's going to wrap up this special edition of Sterling Report. Here's one final look at the main stage.
Cold night breeze into her face. Eyes are standing still.